Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to get underway now with our recorded version of Skyliner.
Recently, Roger Emnett, who has the Les and Larry Elgart Facebook page, told me about the man who leads the Les Elgart Orchestra today, Bradley Walker. And I want to thank Roger for putting me in touch with Bradley. My guest is Bradley Walker, who has the distinct honor of leading today's Les Elgart Band. Bradley, first of all, welcome to our show, and tell us how you became the leader of the Les Elgart Band.
About 3 years ago, the Elgart family and I came to the idea that, kids are getting back into this dancing and the music, and so we decided to get the band back, and we're using all the original arrangements, and it's been very popular with the younger people we're seeing, and the much, like the bigger cities like Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, and Florida, and Dallas, and I'm happy that because Les Elgart during the 50s and his brother, they really appealed to the younger generation.
Yeah, that's right. Les Elgart was pretty popular at a time when the big bands weren't really happening.
Correct. Yes, and that was one of the distinct. They're the only band that never copied Glenn Miller. And they had a distinct sound of their own, thanks to Charlie Albertine, and it gave the band, it's just like Guy Lombardo, Harry James. When the band plays the first several notes, it's Elgart.
Yeah, that's for sure. They had that distinct sound. Did you know Les Elgart personally?
My family did, and yes, I did as well. I knew Larry, and yes.
We're talking to the leader of the Les Elgart Band today, Bradley Walker. Bradley, how about a little background on yourself before you became the leader of the Elgart Band?
Yes, so my father, he was in the music business as well, and he used to contract for Les, and we had a good relationship with the Elgart families, and the Elgart family and I, which is Les's stepson, Scott, and myself, we decided that it would be such a great honor, to keep his legacy going and his music, and it was just something that needed to be done.
Les played the trumpet, and you also play the trumpet.
Correct. Yeah, I played Les's part, fourth trumpet in the band.
My guest is Bradley Walker, the leader of today's Les Elgart Band. Bradley, you mentioned that you play the original arrangements of the Les Elgart Band. About how many songs do you have in the band book?
Oh, we have probably about 1,000 arrangements.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these arrangements that we have, we play, were never recorded, and we're working on next year to do an album of songs that Les never recorded with Columbia. And there's stuff like Satin Doll, there's Candyman, and other arrangements in the book. But yeah, I mean, there's so much good stuff in the library that has not been recorded that I think should be. Hi, this is Bradley Walker, the current leader of the Les Elgart Orchestra. Thank you for joining Jim Stone and his Big Band Radio Show.
Now let's bring back our guest, the leader of the Les Elgart Orchestra, Bradley Walker. I've gone to your website and you have really captured that Elgart sound. Can you explain his sound? I know he didn't have a piano. You don't have a piano in the band. How did he come up with that distinct Elgart sound?
Well, he had, it was a total different sound. First of all, Larry and Les did not want to use piano because touring around the country during those days, it was hard to find a piano that was in tune. And so they decided, let's go with a guitar. One of the reasons they had their own style was the guitar, and also there was no vibrato within the sax section, and you just gotta have more, I guess, a lead alto that has a legit background like Larry. Mm-hmm. And of course the bass trombone, it's the band's not like a Maynard Ferguson, you're not playing high notes, but it's a very distinctive sound that's in a low register, and it's just a big brassy sound, and the bass trombone and lead alto and the guitar. That's what really makes the sound.
This is from the album The Band of the Year by Les Elgart. Zing with the Strings of My Heart by Les Elgart. My guest is the leader of the Les Elgart Band, Bradley Walker. Do you have the same number of trumpets and saxes that the original Les Elgart Band carried?
Oh yes, yeah. It's either that or we can't play at all. I don't want to downgrade the band because those arrangements were written particularly for the band, and if anything's missing as far as instrumentation, it wouldn't sound 100%.
So how many trumpets and saxes do you carry?
We carry 5 saxes, guitar, bass, drums, 3 trombones, one of those bass trombone, and 4 trumpets. And then we also have a female vocalist that travels with us. Natalie Anks, she used to perform with the Glenn Miller Orchestra, but she's also with the Air Force Band, and when she's not busy with the Air Force Band, she sings with us. And then we also have another young lady by the name of Tatum Langley. She's from Chicago, and she's very popular with the Postmodern Jukebox, one of the new bands that are popular these days. And both of those girls have the true, authentic sound of a true definition of a girl singer.
Which one is on your website?
Natalie Anks.
Okay.
Les did have a book for female vocalists, and he did use a female vocalist on the road, but never recorded with one. I'm not sure why. I take that back. He did do a few vocal recordings with Don Forbes and Ely Russell.
Paddling in our own canoe, happy taking in the view. Lucky couple, me and you, spending the summer in love, stopping at a hot dog stand, nothing else but romance planned. People seem to understand, spending the summer in love. When twilight falls, we're on our way off to dance beneath the stars till break of day. Going home we smile and yawn, then a kiss to dream upon. Another perfect day is gone, spending the summer in love. When twilight falls, we're on our way off to dance beneath the stars till break of day. Going home we smile and yawn, then a kiss to dream upon. Another perfect day is gone, spending the summer in love.
I didn't even know her name, and yet I loved her just the same. It may seem strange to you, well, strange it is but true, I never even knew her name. I met her at a smart affair, so many other people there. She talked to me a while, whisper and a smile, a moment many strangers share. But I remember the perfume she wore, our dance across the floor, the look in her eyes. Yes, I remember her face in the smoke, every word that she spoke, so tender and wise. And then at last she wandered on. I looked around and she was gone. It hurts me now to say I let her get away. I've no one but myself to blame. I didn't even know her name.
Right now, let's bring back my guest, Bradley Walker, leader of the Les Elgart Orchestra. Bradley, how about passing along your website so people can hear the Les Elgart Band today?
Sure. So the website is very easy. It's www.leselgart.com, and that has our contact information. That has photos, videos, and biography, and a lot of good information on the website.
Bradley, I have to say, today's Les Elgart Band sounds identical to the original. You did a good job. My guest is Bradley Walker. I want to ask you, too, when you tour, do you take the musicians with you, or do you pick up musicians as you go?
It's just like all the other big bands are doing these days. Most of us, we take our lead players. I do take my lead singer, of course, but the bass trombone player I bring with me because that's a very important part, and that is a part that has to be 100%. But the other people, when we travel, we have a core of musicians around the country. We hire the best of the best. Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, Florida, Dallas. We have a certain core of musicians that we call on whenever we're in that area. The players that we have out in Los Angeles, a lot of them played with Les, and
really?
yeah. So these guys are top-notch studio guys. They're the best of the best, and I enjoy working with not only them, but a lot of the other cats around the country. They're talented musicians all over.
I know you mentioned about you don't have any albums out now, but you are planning to record in the future?
Yes, we are working on something for next year. And like I said, I don't want to record songs that have already been recorded. So I want to take, there's these tunes in the book that has never been recorded, but they're great charts. Like I said, like Satin Doll, Candyman, and many others, and they just have a tie the yellow ribbon around the old tree. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff out there that was just never recorded.
Sure, and they'll have that distinct Elgart sound, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
We're talking to the leader of the Les Elgart Orchestra, Bradley Walker. And by the way, Bradley, Roger Emnett has an excellent Les and Larry page on Facebook, and he's the one who told me about you. Do you know Roger?
Yes, we've become dear friends, and he's just a stand-up great guy.
Okay, be sure to check out Roger's Facebook page on the Elgarts by searching the Elgart Sound. Bradley, it's been nice talking to you.
Likewise, and also people can visit, like I said, the website at leselgart.com, but they can also like us, and we have a new Facebook page called the Les Elgart Orchestra Facebook fan page.
Our thanks to Bradley Walker for being on our show and to Roger Emnett for putting the two of us together. Jim Stone with you on BBS, and let's welcome back our guest, the leader of the Les Elgart Orchestra, Bradley Walker. The original Les Elgart Band recorded for Columbia and did over like 50 albums at a time when the big bands were not real popular. How do you explain why his band was so popular in the 50s and 60s?
Well, there's a few reasons why I believe, and I spoke with several people about this, and one of the reasons why I think is the sound. It was a new sound. It was a danceable sound. Les said, you know, during the 50s, we made our first album, and we were wanting to appeal to a younger crowd, because, you know, Columbia, all these other, they were dropping the big bands. If you'll notice on Sophisticated Swing, on the album it says America's prom favorite dance band. Just that title on here, the kids were buying up the records thinking that this was the number one prom favorite band to have for their colleges. So that's why they were getting popular, just because of that little insert on that album. And they started getting bookings, and taking mine. I remember reading Les said they've never even played a college prom yet, but they had that written on there, and that's what really drew them to play all over America for the college university prom.
My guest is Bradley Walker, the leader of the Les Elgart Orchestra. Tell us a little bit about the brothers. They recorded together, and then Larry, of course, recorded on his own. And I've also heard or read about some friction between the brothers. Is that true?
They both had different ideas for music. And Larry, he was more, the shy guy. And Les was more the front man. And he was a great speaker, showman on stage. And I believe they had two different, as far as musically, what they were wanting in life. And what I've been told is Larry just really didn't want to do a lot of traveling. I've heard the rumors as well, as far as them having a little friction. I do know that Les and Larry did love each other. Les was so happy and proud of Larry when he had the big hit on Hooked on Swing, just like the Dorsey brothers and all. But I can assure you, from Larry and Les, they did stay in touch, and they just didn't work musically together anymore. They did love each other.
That was by Les Elgart's brother, Larry, with Hooked on Swing.